Electric cars or gas vehicles? That's the question that I have for each and every one of you here today. Many people would say gas cars for a couple reasons. Some say, I've always had a gas car, why do I need an electric one? Many others say, well, gas is a reliable resource. I don't see why we need to change from it. And others just are not attracted to electric cars or think that it might be too expensive. But I'm here today to let you know that purchasing an electric vehicle is better than purchasing a gas vehicle. And it's not only because of the technology that's been advancing with it and because of the fancy features that we see in many electric cars today, such as companies like Tesla that keep coming out with these great electric cars that seem very fun to use compared to gas cars. So those reasons are that electric vehicles are more cost efficient. They have a good or better lifespan, and they do may have less emissions than gas vehicles. So starting with cost efficiency, why should we purchase an electric car compared to a gas car? So according to the Idaho National Laboratory, electric cars are more fuel cost efficient than gas cars. So at the time, whenever this information came out, they made a study that with $1 worth of gas, a gas vehicle could take you 20 miles of distance. And with $1 worth of charge, an electric vehicle can take you 40 miles of distance. And now, with inflation in today's society, we know that those numbers are no longer the same because gas prices have gone up significantly. But still, what we can learn from this information is that charging electric vehicles require less money to go farther distances compared to gas vehicles that require more money to match that distance. And just the gas prices today are evidence that um, owning a gas car can be very expensive and that it won't always take you as far as you'd like it to with how much money you're investing into your gas car. So that's a problem that electric vehicles can solve, that the charges that you can purchase for your car can take you farther distances. So now moving on to lifespan. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, electric vehicles, their battery lasts between 12 to 15 years. And how does that compare to a gas vehicle? Their motor can last between 10 to 15 years, but you also have to take into account all the maintenance that goes behind a gas vehicle. So electric vehicles have less components to make the car drive compared to gas vehicles that require multiple components to make sure your car can drive. So over the years, you're gonna have to do a lot more maintenance on a gas vehicle than you would have with an electric vehicle. And we're just talking 2022 that electric vehicles can last 12 to 15 years. Electric vehicles have not been around as long as gas vehicles have, and we haven't seen as much significant improvement on gas vehicles' lifespan. So if in 2022 electric cars are already doing 12 to 15 years, what can we say in the future? We can just expect that number to increase and maybe have a car that lasts over 20 to 30 years. And that's always good because that means that you spend less money in having to buy a new car or having to do a lot maintenance for that car. And the last reason I would propose to purchasing an electric vehicle compared to a gas vehicle is that it emits electric vehicles emit less carbon dioxide than gas vehicles do, meaning that they have a more positive impact on the environment than a gas vehicle. So according to a Forbes article, 60% of electric cars have a lower climate impact than gas cars. Sorry, all of electric cars have a 60% lower climate impact than gas cars in the US and in Europe, meaning that they have a better impact on the environment. And according to a New York Times article, it says that electric vehicles emit less than 300 grams of carbon dioxide per mile, compared to a gas vehicle that can emit up to 800 grams of carbon dioxide per mile. So you see, gas vehicles can reach up to 800, while electric vehicles never pass 300. It always stays under 300 grams of carbon dioxide. And so we know that that's helpful to the environment. So, what do why would I want you to convince why would I want to convince you in purchasing an electric vehicle? Is because as humans we have the responsibility to take care of the environment. You know, we see God giving that command to Adam and Eve to take care of the environment, to make sure to multiply and to fulfill the earth and just be good stewards of it. So part of the stewardship that we can have in our society today is protecting our environment from the emissions that we produce and release. And this can be done through the purchasing electric vehicles compared to gas vehicles, because there's a lot of things that are powered by gas, and it's not only our cars that we use. So if we slowly start to transitioning to um, more environmentally friendly ways, such as electric vehicles, we can have a positive impact on our environment. So hopefully you find this helpful and it gives you reasons to think on purchasing an electric vehicle compared to a gas vehicle. Thank you.